What's going on, my good people? It's your boy Jay Fry. Today we're outside in my small backyard garden where I already have one Vego Garden raised bed already set up, and it's been doing pretty well. So today I'm going to be adding another one, but this one is going to come with the trellis system that should change it up a little bit. And I'm also going to be replacing the old wood bed to do it. So hang out with your boy for a minute and check it out. Alright, so this is the sage green classic raised bed that I put in place last year, and it's still holding up pretty good, like I said. And I especially like this modular system right here, so I'm gonna leave this up year round. I was able to install a greenhouse cover system that worked pretty well, and coming up pretty soon I'm gonna use the mesh netting to protect from the pests when I replant right here. Now, since I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up everything right now. And I've already harvested pretty much all of the chard. That's what this is. I've harvested all of the chard that I want to harvest, and I have some more growing. So I'm gonna re-amend this soil and replant and use the mesh netting that comes with it. So that's why I'm going ahead and pulling this up. Now, since I pulled that up, I do want to go ahead and compost it. Even though there's a lot of good chard still on here, like a lot of that is still good. We did get a good rain, and it could have kept growing, but we harvested a whole bunch of it the other day. Like I said, I do have some more that I planted that I'm going to be putting in place, but I just wanted to clean it up and put it in this DIY compost bin. All right, so this is the wood raised bed that we're going to be replacing today. Now, if I remember correctly, I made these 6 foot by 3 feet, the 3 that I have, and I'm pretty sure I can get a few more years out of this raised bed, but I'm gonna go ahead and replace it today with something that's a little bit better. Now, what I did, now I went ahead, I had to put screws all the way around to kind of hold it in place, and I've already went in and kind of removed some of the screws. That way it'll make it a little bit easier for me to remove it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use some of these, right now to kind of, you see I got the potato grow bag set up, so I'm gonna have to do something else so I can raise it up, and I'll put my grow bags on these. I may have to go and get some cinder blocks, but let me go ahead and remove all of these wood panels, and then we'll replace it with the new one. Got a bunch of grub worms everywhere. Check it out. There's grubs all over there. But it's okay. So the top boards look a little bit better than the bottom boards, but you can see this is what I have on the bottom, and it's starting to rot out. So I bought them pretty thick, so I probably would have got a couple more years out of it, and then that would be about it. But boy, that's a bunch of grubs in there. I just wanted to see if I could show you guys all of the grubs that's everywhere. I don't know if you can see that, but let's go right here. Look at that. Man, they all over the place. Let's see on this other side. Man, that's grub worm city. Anyway, all right, so this is the bed that I'm replacing it with. This is a 6.5 by 3.5 terracotta classic Vego Garden raised bed. So I added a little bit of different color to it, but let's take a look and see how much more soil I'm going to have to put in here. It was already low on soil, but this is about how much more I got to fill in. Ooh-wee. Now that's like that all the way around. I don't even know if I have that much soil to add to this, but we're gonna do what it do. All right, now if you're still here with me, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and help your boy grow. You know I appreciate that. So before we start adding soil to this raised bed, I may as well go ahead and install the trellis system, since I do have to add a couple of screws at the bottom of this raised bed, and it's going to make it that much easier. Now it says that this is a 2-person job to do this, and I'm looking around, it's just me. So let's find out how easy or how hard it's going to be with one person. All right, so I went ahead and installed 2 of these at 2 different brackets that go on each side. I put the first ones on up top, and now that I have this trellis on, I have to slide this one on to the bottom to secure it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that happens. So this right here, once I put this in place, this trellis system, from doing this right now, it's probably gonna end up staying on this bed and not moving to another one. So that's pretty much gonna be it for this one. All right, so I was able to go ahead and get the Vego Garden trellis and frame set up. As you can see, it wasn't too bad. I was able to get it done by myself, but a second person definitely would have made it a little bit easier and faster. So I don't know if you noticed a few weeks ago, or saw the video a few weeks ago, where I replaced a couple of wood beds with some cheaper metal beds. Now, in comparison, there's really no comparison when it comes to the cheaper beds that I installed and the Vego Garden beds that I've done. So this is the second one so far, and the metal on this one is a whole lot sturdier, firmer or whatnot, and it seems like it's going to last a whole lot longer. You know, you could just tell just from working with it, even all the way down to the screws. They do advertise this bed to last up to 20 years. So if you're interested in any Vego Garden raised beds or any of their other products, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description where you can go ahead and check those out. Now, after looking at it, I don't think I have enough soil today to completely fill this up, which is not a big deal because I still have time. Now, I did have some seedlings that I set out the other day, and then the night before last, we got a real nice little rainstorm come through, kind of broke the stems or whatever, so I took them back in the house. And then last night and tonight, we're going to get down into the 40s, so there's no real rush for me to put my tomato plants or my peppers out here, because that, you know, when they drop down into the 40s like it's going to be, that kind of slows down the growth. And I think that kind of accounts for what happened to me last season. I put them down and the nights got into the 40s. You know, I didn't see no real damage or whatever, but I noticed they did grow a little bit slower. So hopefully I can bypass that today. But so it comes with some twine. We'll go ahead and set this up. You could do it a bunch of different ways. You could do like the Florida weave. You could do it where you just do the tomato plants and you can just trellis it up and down, or you could do the squares, so if you was gonna do the cucumbers or whatnot. But let's go ahead and fill this raised bed up, and then we'll see how this looks on there. All right, so you can kind of already see where I added the cardboard around here. I'm gonna add more, and then I'll start adding some more of the mulch like I did in this area. So take a look. So I'm pretty much gonna try to come this way. With that, I was able to put the cardboard down and mulch, and then right now I'm replacing this bed, put some cardboard down, and then I'm gonna mulch, and I'll keep on going all the way to behind me. So let's take a look at what I'm going to be using to fill this up. All right, so this right here, this is just some topsoil from Lowe's. It's the Texas Native. I've been noticing they making more and more stuff. They got the topsoil, the mulch, and all of that. I only have like 3 bags of this, and 3 bags of organic raised bed soil that I got from Sam's. And I have some more soil, but I don't want to use them in this. Let's just see how much this is gonna do. That way I can tell how many more bags I'm gonna have to go get. I can tell you right now, 3 bags ain't gonna do nothing. Alright, so I was able to go ahead and add my soil to it, and I think I'm really gonna need about maybe 4 more bags of soil to go ahead and top this thing off, and then we'll be ready to plant. I'll probably go pick those up in the next day or so. But for now, let's go ahead and, even though I really don't need it today, but let's go ahead and take a look and see what may be the best way to use this twine right here. Alright, so you can pretty much see where we have the hooks right here and the hooks at the bottom, and also the hooks on the side right here. Now that was one of the longest one of the things that took the longest to put together. And like I said earlier, you know, there's a bunch of different ways that you can set your trellis up. And for me, I think I don't know what I'm going to do, but let's just get an idea. I don't have no scissors. I got my pocket knife, so I'm going to unravel this. And I don't know if it's just one long string. And I think it's just one long string, so let's see. I'm actually thinking I'm going to put tomato plants in here. I know I said maybe cucumbers, but I have a spot right here already for cucumbers, so I'm going to set it up as if I'm going to put tomato plants in here. Now I'm not going to do the Florida weave methods because the plants are not here, so I'm just going to string it up and down. Alright, so as you can see, that's pretty much it for this one. I just string it up and down, so if I do plant like a couple of tomato plants, bell peppers, and maybe, so I'm actually planning on putting the tomato plants, bell peppers, and what else I got? One of the egg plants in here. So instead of just doing like the squares or whatever, or a Florida weave on any of them, I just set them up, string them like this, and kind of space the plants to a point where I'll be able to attach them to this and so forth. So that's pretty much simple. I still have plenty of this twine left over, and you know, this is simple to buy. You could buy this off of their website to replace it. You can pretty much find it anywhere. It's probably just some hemp twine or something like that. So check it out. If you see right there, I was able to go ahead and start putting my mulch around, start attaching it to that in-ground bed over there. And then there's another bed that's just right here on the side of us. So I probably need a few more bags of mulch, but that's all right. All right, so that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with your boy. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. I'll holler at you.